For sports fans, we seem to always blame the refs when we don't get our way. But come on, refs really do make a lot of mistakes. You know it, I know it, and this guy knows it. We shouldn't always be hard on the officials though. They're only human and nobody's perfect. But when it comes to the grandest stages in sports, we the fans can't help but expect near perfection from them. I'm DeQuan Young, and today we look at 10 times when the ref decided the game. And a big shout out to Maddox Sansour for suggesting this video. Please remember to send us your suggestions. We might even be able to get to them. Number 10, soccer, soccer, soccer. Soccer will never be big in America until the officials stop making so many mistakes. From Maradona's hand of God goal to Thierry Henry's handball.
But there's the handball by Henry.
And by the way, to the officials missing Frank Lampard's goal.
Here we go. Oh, it's so foreign.
We don't know where to go. It seems like every year the officials dictate outcomes because they miss the most obvious calls. We can't even narrow it down to one soccer game where they've messed up. There's just too many. Number 9, the Vancouver Canucks, Chicago Blackhawks, 2011. During Game 6 of the 2011 Stanley Cup playoffs, the Canucks tried to eliminate their arch rivals in the first round. Up 3-2 in the series, the Canucks were on the wrong end of a ridiculous amount of mistakes by the officials. This missed call by the officials seemed pretty obvious.
This one somehow got away without getting a penalty.
There was also this.
Michael Samuelson, this play was offside, and there's a high stick after the offside. Daniel Sedin.
And this.
Henrik Sedin to Kevin Bieksa. He took a hard hit from Brian.
So basically, penalties didn't count against Chicago according to these refs. Chicago will win Game 6, but Vancouver got the last laugh and won the series in Game 7. Number 8, New York Yankees and Boston Red Sox, 1999 ALCS. The Red Sox were trying to win their first World Series since 1918. The Yankees were trying to win their third title in 4 years. Whose side were these umps on? This call in the 8th inning of Game 4 says it all.
Ground ball and not blocked. They say what's he called out because
that call ended Boston's 8th inning rally, and they go on to lose the game and the series to the eventual champions. Number 7, the OKC Thunder, Miami Heat 2012 NBA Finals. Why did everyone hate the Miami Heat during the Big Three era? Well, not only did they stack up on talent, but their players chose to win via ballet dancing more than actually playing basketball. Here's the video evidence.
Can't get it to fall. Bosh comes flying in for the rebound and gets fouled.
to the basket, blocked by Durant. But a foul.
This was called a foul too.
For a replay. It's a good block.
Who do you think won the NBA Finals with these in 5 games? We should go on to mention that those were only a few of the calls, but they really sum up how the officials went about calling this series. Number 6, Green Bay Packers and Seattle Seahawks, Week 3, 2012. While the NFL was in a referee lockout for the first 3 weeks of the 2012 NFL season, they used replacement refs. How did those replacement refs do? Well, when the Packers and Seahawks met in Week 3 on Monday Night Football, the Packers had won the game. Or so we thought. You can clearly see Golden Tate committing offensive pass interference, which should have ended the game and given the Packers a win. Second, the Packers clearly had possession of the ball. The replacement refs messed this one up big time, with millions of dollars lost in betting because of this outcome. On the bright side, this ended the referee lockout, with the officials returning to action the following week. Number 5, the Toronto Blue Jays and Kansas City Royals, Game 6, 2015 ALCS. The Toronto Blue Jays nearly forced a Game 7 against the defending AL champs in the 2015 ALCS. Actually, they should have. The Royals won Game 6 4-3, with 1 run coming from this young fan.
And that's a reach over that wall.
That was clearly not a home run, and the mistakes didn't end there. With the Jays so close to tying it up in the 9th, the umps missed a clear balk on Wade Davis, which should have tied the game. Also, how is that a strike? And this was a strike.
He's not fooled by the pitch. And that falls up and out a little bit from him.
The Royals won the game, the series, and eventually the World Series. Number 4, Canada vs. USA, 2012 Olympics, women's soccer. The Americans have far and away the most dominant international women's soccer team in the world. But when Canada was on the verge of upsetting them in the semifinals of the 2012 Summer Olympics in London, referee Christina Peterson stepped in. Canada led 3-2 in the 78th minute. Goalkeeper Erin McLeod takes her time, like all goalies in soccer do, to kick the ball. The USA complained that she's taking too long. Peterson says free kick. Free kick leads to handball, which leads to a penalty kick. USA ties and wins in extra time. USA's manager said she never saw the officials call a delay of game decision like that. McLeod took about 5 seconds, not 5 minutes. The USA went on to win the game and the goal. Number 3, Super Bowl 40. The Seattle Seahawks had enough problems as is in Super Bowl 40. They had to stop a red-hot rookie quarterback in Ben Roethlisberger and solve the steel curtain defense. Having the officials against you won't help either. This clear touchdown was called back because of a phantom call on Darrell Jackson. This was called a touchdown for Ben Roethlisberger, even though he clearly didn't get in. Also, Sean Alexander was horse-collar tackled, no call.
And now Alexander sprints to the outside, and Alexander gets collared at the 26-yard line by Joey Porter.
And the Steelers won Super Bowl 40, 21-10. Even official Bill Levy admitted his regrets for the mistakes he and his crew made. Number 2, Sacramento Kings vs. LA Lakers 2002 Western Conference Finals. The LA Lakers managed to win their 3rd straight NBA title in 2002 thanks to some of the most rigged officiating in NBA history. A look at some of the calls they made. That was a foul. And in the final seconds with the Lakers up by 1. We let the video do the talking here. Number 1, 1972 Olympic basketball gold medal game. The USA should have won the 1972 Olympic gold medal in men's basketball. But the officials seem to prefer the Soviet Union. The Americans led by 1 with 3 seconds left. Instead of having 3 seconds, the Soviets had 3 seconds on 3 different occasions with 3 chances to win. 1 second remains, the Soviets called a timeout, then 3 seconds were back on the clock. Next play, time runs out, Americans win. No. Somehow the Soviets get another chance and they score at the buzzer to win. The Americans refuse to accept their silver medals. I mean, do you blame them? Which game do you think had the worst officiating ever? Join us in the comments below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps us out a ton and we truly appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around on Total Pro Sports though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.